Hello everyone, sorry it's been a while. I've been busy with dealing with my animals and college and just my own social life. Not really had much time for videos or things like that. A lot has happened in terms of my animals. My breeding season has officially started. I have eggs um, from two of my females, and this one in here has laid one egg. She's just at the beginning of her season. My other three have laid two clutches each. Um, so what I'm going to do in this video is just show you the geckos again, give you a bit of an update, and I'll show you the eggs, show you how they're all getting on. One egg is due to hatch this time next month. So obviously when that comes about I can do updates on hatchlings and etc. So without further ado I'll get on and just show you some geckos really, and just sort of see how they've all been getting on. Like I say, things have changed. Um, all the geckos are fattened up, or at least were fattened up until they started laying again, but they're not looking too bad. As you can see, that's Asha, my albino. She's laid one egg at the moment. She's just started her season. She's quite a small female, as far as females go anyway. Probably my smallest female, to be honest. But she laid one egg to start. Just waiting for her to lay the next ones really. As you can see, she's now, instead of on paper towel or nothing, she's happily on cocoa fibre. I haven't had any problems with her eating it or things like that. She did go for a stage of just eating substrates, but for some reason she's kind of abandoned that bad habit. Her cage, set very basic, as you all know. So she has a dish with her worms, her calcium powder, and a water dish, and obviously her hide, which is a warm hide, hewn hide, and lay box. So it's like a 3-in-1. But yeah, that's her. She's doing fine. She's at the right amount of the weight, and yeah, she's doing fine. There's nothing in that one, not yet anyway. I'll use it for when I do a bit of a swap around. Probably going to be putting one of my adults in here, so there's a tub free for baby geckos. But for now, I'm just going to leave this empty. So we'll shuffle across. There's obviously my rack system that has all my tubs in. It's working amazingly. Temperatures are kept the exact same. The warm side is kept at 32 degrees, which is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So temperatures are about right. My room is always kept to a constant. Very rarely I have the radiators on. And it's helped the reptiles sort of realise what time of year it is, which is why they've ovulated this year rather than last year. Last year was kind of handy really, because I was getting things set up. I was kind of glad that none of them ovulated, and even the male wasn't really interested in breeding. And so this year everybody was fattened up and ready, everybody ovulated, and I paired my male with three of my females. The other one, Savannah, it's confirmed now, she's a hot female. She ovulated, but she will not let the male go anywhere near her. I paired them up last night, or at least made an attempt to pair them up last night, and she beat him up basically, and scared him a little bit, to be honest, which is quite surprising because males can be a bit persistent, and obviously will try to win the females over, but for whatever reason it did not work this time round. So in here we have India, my normal female. She's just laid 2 clutches of eggs. She laid her second clutch this afternoon. So she's going to be looking a bit thin. I'm just going to pop you guys down while I just get the... in fact, no, we should be fine. But I'll show you her again. basic setup. It's small, but it works. She's quite a small female anyway. She's looking a bit on the thin side. She's not looking too bad, really. She was worse 2 years ago when she was, when I got her, she was bred and she shouldn't have been. She's looking thin, but like I say, she's not looking scary thin. I'm not really particularly worried about anything. She's still keeping good weight. She's still eating and taking her supplements, so she's looking pretty good for now. Like I say, she's had her second clutch, so good so far. She's about 3 years old now, so she's probably gonna go on to lay about at least 10 eggs, I would say, maybe more. She's in good health, well supplemented, gets all her vitamins and everything. Right, we'll go next along the line to Sahara, my well, I'm a bit unsure. I'm just going to pop you guys down for a second. I'm unsure what more she is really. I just said hypotangerine, but I'm not sure. If you guys know or can if you guys can identify what she is, I just said hypotangerine. She does have a green head. And when she's in full, when she's warmed up and not stressed, she has quite a green tint on this band here that goes around the circle there, and it does often go a bit of a green tint. She gets the green tint on her head. But yeah, she's laid 2 clutches. She's got another one on the way. She's still keeping really good weight, looking, I'd say, in great condition, really, considering this is her first year of breeding. She ovulated at about 79 grams. She ovulated and I paired her with a male. Now, usually people would say to wait a year for first-time females, but considering she's grown pretty quick, and she was ready. I mean, she's bigger than most of my geckos, and she's the youngest out of the bunch. So there was no reason why I shouldn't breed her. She's in perfect health. She's a very feisty girl. She loves her food. She keeps herself well supplemented. I just put a dish of calcium and multivitamins. I put them in a separate pile, but very closely next to each other. And a lot of the time they'll just sort of mix it up when they're trailing through it or things like that. But they do go through their calcium powder quite a lot, so they take a lot of that. But she's laid 2 clutches. On the first clutch, 1 egg only made it, and that's the 1 egg that's due to hatch this time next month. Her other 2 eggs are looking great, not having any faults. Incubated those for female. India's second clutch that she laid this afternoon, I've incubated those for male. I'll be keeping 3, a male and 2 females. Whatever is produced from then will be sold on for other people, for other collections. But I initially bred just so that I could add more to my own collection. Obviously, it wasn't going to be as simple as just breeding and hoping for just 3 eggs. Obviously, I was going to get more eggs, and I took that into account, which is why I've prepared setups. So this one will be prepared in a couple of weeks. These are prepared for hatchlings already, so I can put about 4 in each, and then obviously once they grow I'll have to separate them out. But I've got those 2, that one, and she's probably going to be moved into the fib, so that'll free up that tub, so I can put another 4 in there, 4 in this one. That's my breeder mealworm bin, so there's worms, beetles and pupas in there. That's just a constant cycle of food. I throw bits of veggies and fruit and that sort of thing, and throw those in every so often. So it's a constant supply. I also do keep buying food as well, just so that I just never run out really. But yeah, they're again basic setups as you've seen before. Water dish, food, calcium. Yeah, just very basic, but it works. The geckos are happy, and you know they're breeding well. So yeah, there's that one. I'll just pop you guys down just while I put her lid back on the tub. Just bear with me for a second. But yeah, considering she's laid 2 clutches, she's looking pretty good really. She's still in the 60s, sort of in the 60s area in terms of her weight, but she's doing fine. Moving on here is Savannah, my hot female. There's no point in trying to breed her now because she gets aggressive every time. She is ovulating, she has the spot, but no, nothing's gonna happen. She's just constantly aggressive. She's flinchy, and she's just she is quite an aggressive female. But I'll keep her just purely as a pet, I think. You know, I don't keep geckos just to breed, but I am interested in the breeding aspects. And it'll be an achievement in a way to know that I'll produce good, healthy babies from healthy parents. But yeah, there's her setup, very basic. At the moment, I've only been putting 1 piece of paper towel. Normally, I would put enough just to cover the whole of the bottom, but the paper towels I'll be getting are a bit small, and also with me constant cleaning, it's I'm sort of running low all the time. But only there's only certain geckos that get substrate. It's mainly the females that get substrate. My male is pointless because he just drags it about the place and scrumples it up into a corner anyway, so it's just, I've given up giving him paper towel or anything. He just makes a mess with it anyway, as he makes a mess with his tub in general. He has the bare bottom, but I've scratched it over with a screw so he's got a bit of traction for gripping. He's looking a bit on the thin side at the moment because of breeding. He doesn't really want to eat that much, because all he's thinking about is just one thing, and that's the females. A great breeder, not giving me any problems. He's keeping good weight considering he hasn't eaten anything in quite a few months now. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. Nothing to really worry about. I switched them all over to cocoa fibre, so there's no more paper towels in the humid hides now. They're all pretty much comfortable on cocoa fibre. It also works well as a egg laying substrate, which is a you know, a win all round. So yeah, there's the rack system. We'll take a quick glance at my Yemen Chameleon. He's set up at the moment, still a bit wetted down from earlier. There he is. Been a bit greedy as of late, but you know, I keep his weight on farm, make sure he's not eating too much. I give him about 4 days of eating nothing, and then I'll give him veggies and then insects just constantly. I'll give him as much as he can take, and it's just a constant thing. It just keeps his weight just in check, because he is quite greedy as far as chameleons are concerned, and he will literally eat his body weight in food if I let him. So I try to control that. It is a bit cruel to sort of give him about 4 days of nothing, but he's happy, he's healthy, and he's got a great feeding response. So you know, it's not like he's you know, being mistreated. But yeah, there's his setup. There's my ferret. Recently got these 2 new hammocks, and she's fast asleep at the moment, but forever waking me up at silly hours in the morning. So she does get disciplined every now and again. But yep, there's her cage. We'll move on now. I'll show you the incubators. So at the moment I have my female incubator, which is the one I made myself. with using a heat mat, a thermometer, and then obviously a polystyrene box that's got the shells on it. It's working amazingly, cannot fault it. There's my male incubator. There is currently, at the moment, there's that tub there that's got 2 eggs, that tub there that's got 1 egg. That's Ash's first egg, not looking good. Those 2 in there have the red marks, so those are looking great. In here I'll have to sort of open this one up and show you, but there are 5 eggs in this one, all looking pretty good really. Incubator's working great, doing exactly what it should be. I can just get inside, it's a bit hard to do with one hand, but there's my 5 eggs looking pretty big and swelling up quite well. Not looking that bad actually. I'll try and show you. This, oh god, it's a bit rough there. This egg here is due to hatch in a month's time. So it's just a bit of a waiting game now. The others will hatch a few weeks later down the line, but until then I should only have the 1. They'll all hatch around April, May sort of time, with a few weeks, sort of a few weeks between each one. Incubator's not exactly full, but it's got that 1 tub and there's 5. I should be expecting some more eggs sometime soon. Those will be incubated for female, but of course we'll have to go into another tub. So yeah, that's the eggs and how the geckos are doing, and it is an update in a way, but I sort of wanted to keep you guys posted. So comment, rate and subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching.